So you want to sound like SOFAYGO? You're in the right place, my friend. What's good, YouTube? My name is Bendini, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sound like SOFAYGO here in FL Studio using all stock plugins. As usual, if you are new here, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. All your support is greatly appreciated. We're on the road to 1K by the end of the summer, so yeah, hit that subscribe button, join the family. Make sure you guys are following my Instagram, and also check out some of my music on all platforms. And yeah, let's get into FL Studio. Alright, so now we're here in FL Studio, as you guys can see, and for this template, I have a main vocal, an Ad-Lib layer, and a Reverb Sidechain for that main vocal. And for this main vocal, the preset, we have a compressor, an EQ, another compressor, a soft clipper, a limiter, a patcher with a stereo wideness on there, a sound goodizer, a Maximus, and a fruity limiter. I'm just gonna go ahead and play through the raw vocals real quick and then show you guys what it sounds like mixed. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. I told him stop. You guys get the idea, so let me go ahead and turn on all of these effects right here and play through it again. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. I told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, I promise I'm not about to play, yeah. Young boy tryna stack up his cake, yeah. But he ain't a baby, that's my kind of day, yeah. That's when I love me, but it's... You guys get the idea, so let's get right into the main vocal. Starting off with the auto-tune access, and I have this load up real quick. So starting off with the auto-tune access, we got the retune speed all the way down at fast, as well as the humanize. All of these settings are customizable as usual, but I am aiming to sound like SOFAYGO in the song Knock Knock, so I think having a lot of auto-tune fit this song pretty well. Moving on to the compressor, we got a negative 20 dB threshold, a 7.0 ratio, a 3.2 gain, and the type is soft. This is what it sounds like with the compressor and the auto-tune on it. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. Next, we got the first EQ, and for this, we just rolled off the lows, did a frequency sweep around 200, 700, 2400 hertz, and 7300 hertz. And we boosted the highs around 5400 just to give the vocals a little bit more light, just like SOFAYGO's vocals have, but this is what it sounds like with the EQ on it. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. I told him step inside. So as you guys can hear, it's already coming to life. And next we got the fruity compressor. We got a negative 14 dB threshold, a 7.8 ratio, a 2.4 gain, and the type is vintage. This is what it sounds like with the second compressor. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. I told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, moving on, we got a fruity soft clipper, and for this, I just turned the threshold all the way down, and I was messing with the post over here until it fit the vocal right. And this basically just makes the vocal louder. And this is what it sounds like with the soft clipper. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. I told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, I promise I'm... Before we get into the next step, make sure you guys hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. All your support does mean a lot to me. Moving on, we got a fruity limiter, and for this one, we just went up here, went to presets, hit noise gate right there. And I was messing with these three settings over here, as well as the ceiling and the gain. And I'll just play through this real quick. Knock, knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file. I told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, I promise I'm not. And next, you guys might be a little bit curious about what this patcher plugin is over here. You just want to go to where you're adding a plugin, go into the patcher section, and that is the plugin you want to add. And I put the knob to about 15-25%, and this is what it sounds like with the wideness on it. Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No.
Next, we got a sound godizer, and we just put it on the B preset and put the little knob to about 25%. And this is what it sounds like with the sound godizer.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried.
Next, we got a Maximus, and we're using this as just a de-esser. So I went up here, hit DS narrowband, and clicked on this mid frequency and just messed with this little line right here until those S's got pretty crisp. And this is what it sounds like with the Maximus.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, I promise.
Alright, so moving on to the last limiter, I just went here, pressed comp, moved the threshold to about 50%, the knee to 100%, and the ratio to about 90%. And that is about it for the limiter, so I'm just gonna go play through that real quick.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, I promise I'm not about to play, yeah. Young boy tryna stack up his cake, yeah.
As always, if you guys do want to purchase this preset, is the first link in the description below. Moving on to the Reverb Sidechain over here. If you guys want to copy these settings, go ahead. I basically just went up here, hit presets, cathedral, and I made this difference. And I changed the difference so the shape turned to a box, and I turned the wet down a little bit and boosted the low cut. And this is what it sounds like with the reverb on the main vocals.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried.
And lastly, we got the Ad-Lib Layers over here. So I'm just gonna start off with the auto tune. It's basically the same settings as the main vocal. We got the retune speed all the way and the humanize all the way. And then we got the first compressor for the ad-libs. We got a negative 16 dB threshold, a 6.1 ratio, 4.9 gain, and the type is medium. And this is what it sounds like with just the compressor on it.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we...
Next, we got a fruity parametric EQ, and for this one, we just rolled off the lows, a little boost around 160 hertz, a frequency sweep around 240, 530, 1700 hertz, and 5900 hertz. And we boosted the highs a little bit around 5900 as well, and this is what it sounds like with the EQ on it.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't...
And next, we got a fruity chorus with the sub bus to about 25%. And next, we got a fruity chorus with the sub bus to about 25%. And this is what it sounds like with that.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my...
Next, we got a fruity limiter. For this one, we just went up here once again, hit noise gate, and these three settings over here, I just moved the threshold down and the release down until it fit the vocal. And this is what it sounds like with the threshold on it.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my...
Next, we got another parametric EQ, and for this one, we just rolled off the lows, another frequency sweep around 4200, and a boost around 6100 hertz. And this is what it sounds like with the EQ.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came...
And lastly, we got a fruity reverb. If you want to copy these settings, go right ahead. We just boosted the low cut a little bit and just moved the wet down to about 25%. And this is what it sounds like with the last reverb on it.
Knock knock, who's there at the door right now? They like, if you don't open that hole, we gon' kick it down. I had to grab my file, told him step inside. When I came around that corner, that boy almost cried. No, I promise I'm not about to play, yeah. Young boy tryna stack up his cake, yeah. But he ain't a baby, that's my kinda date, yeah. Just wanna love me, but it's too late now. Sorry, little mama, I cannot save you. Once I did, I tried to change you. You tried to shoot me in the heart with laser. That turned me into a hell raiser.
Alright, so I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and obviously I'm not SOFAYGO, so I'm not gonna sound like him, but I think this is pretty accurate for the song Knock Knock. So if you guys did enjoy, and if you are new here, make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe button. All your guys' support is really greatly appreciated. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, so yeah, let's get there. My name is Bendini. Until next time, peace out.
You got another one.